family miscellany from 1937 until 2013. I had often in the past been most critical of our ancestors for not having recorded little details of their lives for posterity, so to speak. So this is an attempt to record from our lives that which future generations might find interesting. Taking that year as a starting point is understandable, as it was on the 8th of September 1937 that Dad, Brian Mullan, and Mum, May, were married. I was born and reared in Saintfield, in the main street of the town. My father was Brian from Doran's Rock. Mother May was from Ballygowan. We lived in an old 3-storey house, now part of the White Horse Inn.
My bedroom was in the very top floor. My bedroom was, and one day Mummy took the bottom pane out of the window, right? And we had a rocking horse which was up beside the window, and I can remember to this day, I don't know what age I was, but getting up on the rocking horse and climbing up onto the window and looking out when this window pane was out. And I can remember Mrs. Coughlin, the elderly lady, coming out of marshes and looking up, and then the next thing was Mummy pulled me back in again. You know, I probably would have fallen down onto the street.
We lived up the street for some 15 years, from 37 to 53. There was no running water, no kitchen, no bathroom, not even a WC.
Hello, my name's Mullan. So I'm not here today to talk about cricket, although you'll see a shot of the cricket field very soon probably. I'm here to talk about playing football on a Saturday afternoon. All the boys would have got together and played a game of football down here. Whenever the hockey match was going on over there, we would have played football over here. Gerard Mullan, myself, Eamon Mullan, Brenton Perry, Tex Smith and Mickey McCann from the main street. And the boys on the top of the town were Big Bertie Hamilton, Mervyn McCautry, Raymond McCautry, D. Jackson and A. Jackson. And we come down here every Saturday without fail during the winter time. Nearly hail, rain or snow, and played football for about 2.5 hours. Well, maybe not snow, we're not that daft. And it was just good times. So the cricket pitch for us was about playing football. In those days, we hadn't started to play cricket in those days because we were only about 12 or 13, or maybe a bit older. But the games we had down here were spectacular games. Mervyn McCautry, Dennis Law, as he used to like to call himself, big Man United supporter. Big D, another United supporter. And God save us, Ed. Ed supported Chelsea. Well, we've all got our sorrows to seek, although they haven't done too bad recently. So they were just good days. So that's what I'm just trying to say. This is a great place for cricket. But in those days, as youngsters, we played football here for 2 hours at least every Saturday. That's why we're all so thin.
I had a message to do in the main street yesterday, and the only spot I could get was opposite Marshall's. So that meant I had to cut across where I grew up as a child. Cut across and up the footpath to the chemist. You know, it brought back memories to me. It was just lovely. But a lot of things had changed. You know, the gateway wasn't there that we used to live beside, and the railings, and they were all gone. You know, but I always remember the chemist. There used to be a grocery shop owned by this elderly couple, and McMillans they were called. James McMillan and his wife, I can't remember her name, her Christian name. But if you went in for a half a pound of bacon, James would have been always smoking a cigarette, and the nozzle would have been so long, you know, he would have been cutting the bacon and the cigarette in his mouth, you know, and it wasn't very hygienic, but you know, that's how things were in those days, you know, but it was just lovely. And there was also this other family lived halfway up, the Kirk family, and we always sat on the bench with the elderly gentleman who lived in the house, you know, on the summer days. You know, we just sat there and, you know, enjoyed people walking up and down, you know, but it was lovely, you know. But some lovely memories when Marshalls were decorating their window for Christmas. Davy Marshall decorated with all the toys, you know, and we just stood there and watched them, like, you know what I mean, just hoping that one day maybe we will get something out of that window.